A family is vacationing on their yacht in the Caribbean Sea. Julia, the mother, jumps into the water for a swim. While relaxing, she suddenly feels something strange. But since nothing is visible around her, she thinks maybe it was just her imagination. A few seconds later, the same strange feeling returns. Again, she sees nothing. But this time she panics and starts swimming back toward the yacht. Suddenly, something grabs her leg, and she starts screaming for help. Her husband Tom and their son Ben are busy fishing. Julia tries to stay afloat, but water enters her mouth, making it hard to scream. After a while, Tom realizes he hasn't seen Julia for some time. He looks around on the yacht and finally spots his wife in danger. He calls the kids, turns the yacht toward her, and jumps into the water. He quickly reaches Julia, holds her tight, and swims her back to the boat. The kids pull them both on board. The family comforts Julia, but she convinces herself that it must have been just the waves. That night, everyone gathers to celebrate Ben's birthday. Cassie gets a call from her boyfriend and goes outside with her laptop. On the video call, her boyfriend shows her huge dark clouds forming over the city. The call glitches and freezes. Cassie goes inside to tell the family, but Tom says maybe the signal is weak because they are far from land. Just then, they all hear a strange sound. They step outside and see a group of whales passing by. Tom explains that whales always follow Earth's magnetic field. But when a storm comes, they get confused. Suddenly, the yacht shakes violently and Ben falls. Tom gets worried that something might have damaged the yacht, so he dives underwater to check. A few minutes later, he comes back up with a huge wound on his shoulder. Julia quickly stitches the injury. Tom says that underwater, he felt as if something massive was swimming behind him. But when he turned, the propeller cut him. He says whatever it was huge. Tom notices a lot of damage to the yacht, so they need to call for help. Julia keeps trying the radio. Cassie tries searching for a mobile signal, but nothing works. Suddenly, Cassie sees a strange creature and screams, but it's only Ben wearing a mask to scare her. A little later, the yacht completely shuts down and gets stuck in the middle of the ocean. Julia hears a voice on the radio, but it's so distorted that she can't understand anything. Tom tells the family they only have 4 days of food and water left, and now they must wait for a passing fishing boat. Suddenly, something appears on the radar, and a strange sound fills the air. Everyone rushes outside and are shocked to see multiple fireballs falling toward the Earth. Wherever they land, huge explosions occur. One fireball falls into the sea near them, so Tom immediately tries to start the yacht. The engine struggles, but then another fireball hits the area. Terrified, the family holds each other tightly. Then Tom realizes that these falling fireballs aren't meteors. They are satellites. At that moment, Ben notices smoke coming from the yacht. Tom checks and confirms that the engine is now destroyed. The wind becomes stronger, so the family hides inside the yacht, not realizing that the compass is spinning wildly. The yacht starts shaking violently. Ben falls again, this time injuring himself. Waves crash hard against the yacht. Tom struggles outside to grab life jackets. Suddenly, the power goes out. He hits the power box, and the lights return. Ben notices blood dripping from Julia's nose. Julia begins to feel dizzy, while Cassie runs to the sink and vomits. They continue trying to call for help, but get no signal. Suddenly, a loud, high-pitched sound begins, and the wind grows even stronger. Julia tries closing the doors, but a hatch bursts open, and the wind starts shattering the windows. Tom lights a flare, and soon after, everything goes dark. The next morning, the family wakes up shocked that they survived the storm, but the yacht is half destroyed. When they step outside, they see that the entire ocean has disappeared, and their yacht is now stuck on land. Everyone is stunned. Cassie checks for signal. Nothing. Ben starts playing with dead crabs lying around. Tom checks the compass and sees it has flipped upside down, something that last happened 700,000 years ago. Cassie believes her boyfriend might be dead and breaks down. Julia tries to comfort her, but Cassie pushes her away and goes to hide. Julia and Tom examine the remaining supplies. Ben ties his birthday balloons to a rock, hoping a survivor might see them. Tom tries the radio again and finally connects to a man named Now, the captain of a submarine. His submarine, too, is stuck on land. He confirms that Earth's magnetic poles have reversed, causing the ocean to retreat and land to sink. He says he hasn't seen any other survivors, and communication is down everywhere. He warns that the poles will reverse again, and the ocean will return, possibly in a week. He warns them to climb to the highest ground possible, because when the water returns, it will be deadly. He also says his partner died during the crash, and the submarine has space for only 3 people. Julia and Tom beg him to save their children. He gives them his coordinates. Tom calculates that it will take them 2 to 3 days to reach the submarine. He tells the family to rest for the night. They will leave in the morning. The next morning, while they're packing, Tom sees something moving nearby. A limping man approaches, holding a harpoon with a barking dog beside him. Tom walks up to him and offers him a water bottle, but the man speaks in a strange language Tom cannot understand. After drinking water, the stranger suddenly smashes the bottle on Tom's head and kicks him hard in the face. Julia runs in fear, but it's too late. The man stabs Tom in the stomach with the harpoon. Tom struggles for a few seconds. Then the man slits his throat. The man chases Julia and throws the harpoon, injuring her shoulder. Julia runs into the yacht to hide and locks the door. Cassie and Ben hide under the sofa. Julia hands them the flare gun and hides in the bathroom with a knife. The man breaks the door and enters the yacht. He steals some food and starts searching everywhere. He heads for the bathroom, but Julia escapes through a small opening. The man assumes she ran outside. As Julia crawls out quietly, the dog spots her and barks. The dog attacks her, so Julia stabs it to death. Hearing the dog scream, the man rushes out and becomes furious, seeing his dog dead. Meanwhile, Julia tries entering the yacht from the other side through a broken window, but the man reaches there first. He grabs her and punches her hard, making her fall down. She tries to escape by grabbing the furniture, but the man kicks her away. He steps on her wrist, forcing her to drop the knife. Then he grabs her hair and slams her face onto the floor. He throws her onto the sofa and starts choking her. The kids watch in horror. Cassie rushes out and fires the flare gun, hitting the man directly. He catches fire, and the yacht starts burning. The kids run, but Julia returns. She kicks the man away, grabs the map and bag, and escapes with the kids. Ben and Cassie cry beside their father's body. Julia joins them, and together they say goodbye to Tom with tears. Suddenly, the terrifying man staggers out of the burning yacht again, so the family runs. Moments later, the yacht explodes. After walking some distance, they stop by a small stream to rest. Cassie thinks the madman came toward them because he saw the balloons earlier. He thought someone was there. Hearing this, Ben blames himself. Julia comforts him and tells everyone they must keep moving because that man might still be chasing them.